What if I told you Batman's face, literally, ends up in a jar within the first few pages of this book? Yeah, this isn't your average Dark Knight tale. Detective Comics, Faces of Death pulls no punches, just scalpels, blood, and a brand new villain who might be more terrifying than the Joker himself. This is Gotham, like you've never seen it. Brutal, grimy, personal, and maybe too late to save.
Hey, Secret Agents! Welcome back to Top Secret Inc., the HQ for comic fans who like their stories bold, bloody, and brilliantly bizarre. I'm your host, Thorne Bishop. Today, we're diving face first into Detective Comic 1, Faces of Death, part of DC's New 52 reboot. Written and illustrated by Tony S. Daniel, this book aims to reintroduce Batman to a darker, deadlier Gotham. But does it deliver? And how does it stack up against other Bat books? Let's open the case file. All right, operatives, let's talk about Detective Comics. Faces of Death, a grimy, blood-slicked plunge into Gotham's rotten core. This isn't your polished Bruce Wayne tale. No, this is Batman in the gutter, chasing shadows that bite back. It all kicks off with the Joker getting his face carved off. Yeah, you heard that right. The Clown Prince of Crime turns himself into the GCPD, just to have his own flesh sliced off by a new player in town, the Dollmaker. A Frankenstein-like butcher with a family of surgically modified psychos. It's body horror meets bat mythology, and it gets under your skin fast. While Gotham reels from the Joker's disappearance, Batman is on the hunt. He crashes through death traps, dissected corpses, and cryptic clues, trying to piece together who Dollmaker is and what game he's playing. But every step forward reveals something uglier. Dollmaker isn't just killing, he's building. Creating a twisted vision of family by stitching together the discarded parts of others. Victims, patients, monsters. And the deeper Bruce digs, the more personal it gets. Commissioner Gordon ends up abducted, and Batman's forced to navigate a carnival of flesh, all while battling his own inner fears about Gotham becoming something he can't control. The Dollmaker doesn't just hurt people, he rewrites them, replaces them. And that's a nightmare even Batman struggles to face. In the end, Batman brings the hammer down on the Dollmaker's Frankensteinian nightmare, but not without consequences. Joker's still MIA, Gordon's shaken to his core, and Bruce is left questioning whether Gotham even wants to be saved anymore, or if it's already become a graveyard with a pulse. Faces of Death is a gauntlet of gore, guilt, and the more grotesque. It's Batman pushed past detective mode into something more primal, a hunter trying to stop a city from becoming a butcher shop. And trust me, the blood leaves a stain.
Before we dive deeper into the mission, let's pull the files on the key players: heroes, villains, rogues, and wildcard operatives. This is the subject profiles. Batman, Bruce Wayne, the relentless protector. In this volume, Batman's darker side takes over. He's gritty, brutal, and unflinching in the face of horror. His detective skills are sharp, but this time, his fists do more of the talking. The pressure of Gotham's increasing brutality pushes him to the edge. Dollmaker, the surgeon of madness, a brand new villain. Dollmaker is a terrifying body horror artist who sees humans as his personal canvases. He literally dismembers and reassembles people, making him one of Gotham's most visually and conceptually disturbing foes. Joker, the faceless trickster. Though he's barely in the story, Joker's role is unforgettable. He allows his own face to be removed by Dollmaker, launching one of the most iconic images in modern Batman lore. His silence speaks volumes. Commissioner Gordon, the captive conscience. Gordon is caught in the crossfire, abducted and nearly killed. His unwavering morality and quiet bravery offer a counterbalance to Batman's rage-driven pursuit of justice. Dollmaker's family, the flesh-warped cult, a twisted band of loyal followers, each surgically altered and fanatically devoted to Dollmaker. They're not just side villains, they're extensions of his psyche, making every confrontation unpredictable.
Batman here is fierce and relentless, almost unhinged. He's haunted by a sense that Gotham is spiraling beyond his control. Dollmaker, though, creepy, calculated, and theatrical. A surgeon with a god complex and a thing for body horror. He doesn't just challenge Batman physically, he questions his entire purpose. Gordon gets great moments, too. He's vulnerable but brave. His bond with Batman is quieter in this book, but runs deep. You feel it. Tony S. Daniel writes and draws this volume, and honestly, it's a visual feast. His art style, slick, shadowy, full of violent motion, and heavy blacks that scream noir horror. The action is intense. Faces are expressive. Blood flows. But his writing? Hit or miss. Some dialogue feels stiff, and transitions can be clunky. Still, the tone is locked in. This is Gotham at its grimiest.
They told us not to ask questions. They said the files were corrupted, the intel classified, the case closed. But we kept digging. Welcome to Black Box Theories, where the facts don't add up, the coincidences aren't random, and the truth buried under layers of denial. Strap in, agent. You're not supposed to hear this. Theory 1. Dollmaker is Thomas Wayne Jr. Classification: conspiracy tier. There's a hidden bloodline behind the madness. Some fans believe Dollmaker is actually Thomas Wayne Jr., Bruce Wayne's long-lost brother. The theory suggests he survived in secrecy and emerged as a twisted surgeon obsessed with breaking down human identity. His surgical brutality is less about sadism and more about reshaping the world through his own fractured sense of family. Evidence found in Dollmaker's obsession with fixing people, deep psychological targeting of Batman, familiarity with Gotham's elite corruption. Theory number 2. The Joker planned his own mutilation. Classification: high probability. The Joker never plays the victim. He plays the long game. Fans theorize that Joker chose to have his face removed, orchestrating the event to stage a symbolic rebirth. It wasn't a defeat, it was theater. This grotesque act becomes the foundation for his return and death of the family, where he literally wears his own face like a mask of chaos. Evidence found in Joker surrenders willingly in the opening pages. His expression before the surgery shows no fear. Later arcs confirm he knew exactly what he was doing. Theory number 3. Gotham is evolving into a sentient force. Classification: paranormal intelligence. The city doesn't just corrupt, it creates. This theory suggests Gotham isn't just a setting, it's becoming a sentient entity. The rise of villains like Dollmaker reflects a living city that's breeding monsters through pain and madness. Gotham isn't reacting to evil, it's birthing it. Evidence found in unnatural escalation in villain grotesquerie post-Flashpoint. Gotham's environments seem to enable horror. Batman's increasing inability to stop escalating cruelty. Theory number 4. Dollmaker was a puppet of the Court of Owls. Classification: suppressed intel. The scalpel was never his. He was just the hand. Some readers believe Dollmaker was a disposable pawn for the Court of Owls. His access to Arkham inmates, surgical experimentation, and symbolic use of masks could all point to testing tools for a deeper conspiracy. One Gotham's elite wanted to remain hidden. Evidence found in his ties to obscure corruption inside Arkham. His family mirrors the Talon's blind loyalty. The court's known interest in human enhancement and secrecy theory. Number 5. Flashpoint corrupted. This timeline. Classification: multiversal distortion. This isn't just darker storytelling, it's contaminated reality. Following the events of Flashpoint, the theory suggests this version of Gotham is suffering residual temporal corruption. The grim tone, more extreme violence, and surreal villain designs all point to a version of the city that was never meant to be. Batman is battling horrors that aren't just evil, they're unstable echoes of a fractured timeline. Evidence found in New 52 Gotham is drastically more violent than pre-Flashpoint. Discontinuities in Batman's moral compass and behavior. Villains appear faster, meaner, and more chaotic with no origin stability.
Gotham in Faces of Death is less superhero playground and more urban nightmare. The city feels like it's on the edge of collapsing under the weight of its own darkness. Arkham is a house of horrors. Alleyways are death traps. You don't want to be saved here, you want to get out alive. This is a horror story wrapped in a cape. Themes of identity, control, and bodily autonomy are everywhere. The removal of Joker's face isn't just shock value, it's a symbol of Gotham's decaying masks. Even Batman's own face as a hero is questioned. Coming at the start of the New 52, Faces of Death set the tone for a more aggressive, horror-infused Batman. It's a sharp turn from the detective noir of past arcs. Think Saw meets Seven, starring the Dark Knight. Compared to Scott Snyder's Court of Owls run, this feels more raw, more vicious, but less refined. Snyder's Gotham is mythic. Daniel's Gotham is diseased. If you're into grotesque horror over brooding mystery, Faces of Death might hit harder.
Some intel doesn't belong in the open. When a story gets too twisted, too dangerous, or just too damn weird, we file it under Red. This is the Red Files, classified content, high-risk statistics, and the kind of secrets you don't unsee once exposed. Proceed with caution, Agent. Red File number 1, first appearance of Dollmaker. Dollmaker makes his first appearance in this volume. He quickly gained cult popularity due to his horrific aesthetic and eerie composure. Red File number 2, Joker's face becomes canon lore. The image of Joker's face nailed to the wall became one of the most infamous visuals in Batman history, setting up the entire Death of the Family arc. Red File number 3, Tony S. Daniel pulled double duty. Tony S. Daniel not only wrote this arc, he also illustrated it. A rare combo in mainstream comics, and it gave the book a uniquely unified tone. Red File number 4, Batman's tactics turn brutal. This arc shows Batman at one of his most aggressive moments, more Punisher than detective. Critics and fans debated whether he crossed ethical lines. Red File number 5, Gordon was almost killed off. Early script notes suggest Commissioner Gordon's survival wasn't guaranteed. His near death was originally planned to end in tragedy.
All right, agents, intel has been gathered, dossiers reviewed, and it's time to declassify the best of the best. Welcome to the awards segment, where we spotlight the operatives, wild cards, and game-changing moments that made this mission unforgettable. Let's hand out some top secret honors. The top operative award goes to the Joker, and here's why. Even though he's barely in it, the removal of his face sets off a domino effect that defines Batman's world for volumes. His silence speaks louder than his usual chaos. The Dark Horse Award goes to Commissioner Gordon. The guy goes through hell, trapped, poisoned, nearly killed, and still keeps his cool. Gotham might fall, but Gordon won't blink. The Spyglass Sequence Award goes to the reveal of the Joker's face nailed to the wall of Arkham Asylum. No words, just horror. A visual mic drop that still shocks years later. Detective Comics' Faces of Death is brutal, bloody, and unforgettable. It's not perfect, the writing stumbles, and some characters don't get enough depth. But as a horror-infused reboot, it punches hard. Strengths? Killer artwork? Intense horror atmosphere? Memorable new villain weaknesses? Shaky dialogue? Underdeveloped subplots? Not for the faint of heart? This book is perfect for readers who want Batman on the edge. If you love Arkham Asylum or horror-themed bat tales, dive in. But if you prefer detective stories or character-driven arcs, this might not be your Bat cup of tea. Final score, 7.5 out of 10, a bold, gruesome reintroduction, but not quite a Bat masterpiece. If this book left you shaken or scarred, let me know in the comments. Who's creepier, Dollmaker or Joker? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a classified comic drop. Until next time, keep your masks on and your minds sharp. This is Thorne Bishop signing off from Top Secret Inc.